It's Saturday, and you know what that means. Coming to you live from the gayest and greatest secret tavern this side of Lim Silliman's the Queer Buccaneer. It is time for Wrestling is Silly. How are you all doing today on this, a surprisingly late in the year Saturday night? It is like early to mid-December already. I feel like it was like Halloween and I blinked and now it's December. I don't quite know what to do with that information yet, you know what I mean? Like, I spent the last like couple of hours buying Christmas presents for people, and I don't how does that song go? I don't want to check my bank account. I'm too scared to check my bank account. You know the one. That's me right now. It is fucking Denver, man. December is being so fucking long for me. I was being so, like, it is fucking. It's like it's simultaneously. It's going so fast and so slow. You know what I mean? Like, it's only December 6th, but it's already December 6th. Like, that's insane to me. Merry Christmas, Merry Crisis, Merry Chrysler, however you celebrate. I am, like I said, I've been doing Christmas stuff all like this morning, like this afternoon, this evening. The year has been long, but December is slow. The year, to me, the year has been really short. I feel like it was 5 minutes ago that it was my birthday. The year has been fast. I feel like I've been doing my job for 5 million years, but it has only been 3 weeks. Oh, that's work though, isn't it? That's a different, work is a different beast. Whenever I'm like doing work, it feels so like time goes really slow. I feel like I've been doing this work I feel like I've been doing this job for weeks and it's only been like 5 days. And then when I don't have work, it's like I feel like I've not had any work for a couple of days, and it's been 2 weeks. I should probably go find a client. Time dilation, my utter nemesis. Time dilation can go and get fucked. Time dilation needs to be stuck in a big fucking cage with Garfield. You know what I mean? Real whiz heads know. What is time? Is a concept of human creation. Time is fake. Time was just invented by Big Watch to sell more watches, to sell calendars. We should all just stop time. And I don't mean like in a fun little Doctor Who time is frozen kind of way. I mean in a let's just stop observing time. Let's let time pass uninterrupted and not think about it, not talk about it, and not let anything bad happen when we arrive late for things. That's my new plan. I've also been drowning in notifications over on Blue Sky because time's one of those things that quantum physics and general relativity disagree about. That is awkward. I've been like drowning in notifications over on Blue Sky because this has happened multiple times now. Whenever it happens, not me drowning in notifications. That rarely happens, but it's happened multiple times where I've raided you guys out into another channel and been greeted by a Frosty Tools fucking AI generated shout out, and it makes me want to die. It makes me want to curl up into a ball and die, because it's embarrassing for me to send you guys over to a channel that, like, me raiding into a channel like tacitly gives them my endorsement, right? I've sent all of my people over to watch that channel, and then they go and open with, hey, we use generative AI over here. I hate that so much, and it's happened multiple times now. So I threw together a little infographic with cited sources, threw it up on Blue Sky, like, just stop using Frosty Tools. It's awful for the environment. It uses stolen assets, and it's just bad. And we're like untrusty fools, right? Haha, yeah, you fucking tell them. And I've been fucking drowning in the notifications. Like it's currently something like only 180 reposts, but like for my tiny little channel, that's quite a lot. And I just hope at least one person has either decided against using it or stopped using it because of this post. Because I'm not trying to like make anybody feel bad, except I am a little bit. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad for using Frosty tools. I want to make I want to make the creator feel bad for creating it, for making it a thing. And I just don't want to. I don't want generative AI. Period. Full stop. End of discussion. But I definitely don't want it in Twitch chat. Nasty stuff. Anyway, we're doing wrestling is silly today. It's wrestling is silly day today. This is why we are here. This is why you have assembled to watch some goofy wrestling. So, why don't we open with a tag match? Let's open with a tag match, shall we? I like the act there is that I'm just booking the show on the fly, and I don't have a strict order of matches to adhere to. Let's do a fucking tag match. So in the last couple of weeks, we have seen the burgeoning friendship of He-Man and Luigi. We have seen first they had a match, then they became really good friends after that match, and He-Man heard about the tyrancy. I'm gonna say tyrancy. That sounds like the right word. Of Mario and what he subjected Luigi to, and he thought that wasn't on, so he fucking smashed him up, absolutely fucking murked him. But that wasn't enough for the pair of them. The pair of them were like, all right, there's two of us now. If you can find a friend, we'll have a tag match. So Mario had to delve deep into his address book, because the first thought was, Luigi's definitely out. Second thought, Peach? Nah, Peach doesn't talk to him anymore. Pauline doesn't talk to him anymore. The guys in Dead by Daylight don't even talk to him anymore. So he had to dig deep. Bowser wasn't answering his calls. And he had to find somebody who would answer the call. And I don't know how he did it, but he found somebody. He found somebody to be his tag partner in this match. So let's see who we found, shall we? Wrestling is silly. Your opening contest tonight is set for one fall with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from Alternia, He-Man. If this is Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh would have been Winnie the Pooh. Oh, you know, I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't think of Winnie the Pooh, because that would have been a real get, you know. But I can promise you that Winnie the Pooh is not showing up in this match. That's not to say that Winnie the Pooh is not showing up in Wrestling is Silly again. I promise you, Winnie the Pooh will be back when the time is right. So far, the crowd has loved. The crowd has always loved He-Man. The crowd has always loved Luigi, and now this new tag team partnership that they are embarking on. Maybe it's Luigi. That's shit. Luigi. So it's got to be something better than that. But maybe they'll stick around. Maybe they'll become a team. Who's to say? And his partner from the Mushroom Kingdom, Luigi. I'm gonna put together a poll for y'all. I don't think there's any other mods in. Let me quickly put together a poll. This music's really quick. Like, this music's really... Not a poll, prediction. Who wins? Luigi, Mario, and whoever returned his... Mario and whoever. Because I can't write whoever returned his calls. Get your guesses in now. And their opponents first, from New Donk City, Donkey Kong! I didn't have the echo on then, I'm sorry. Let me do that again. Donkey Kong! That's better. Donkey Kong! Mario's original nemesis, his original enemy, now the last friend he has. Of course he would come out last to fuck up my entrances, just to make himself appear a bit fancy. Because he wants to be the hero, he wants to be the king, he wants to be everyone's favorite. And his partner, from Queens, New York, Mario! This could be a very tense team. There is like so much, there's so much, obviously so much history between Mario and Donkey Kong. They were the original nemesis. Like, it was Donkey Kong's granddad and Mario who were like the original nemesis. And then, but like since then, so much has happened between them. Obviously, there's been all of the karting and parties and sports days, but also there's been the whole March of the Minis Institute. Mario would use Frosty Tools. Mario is definitely a Frosty Tools kind of guy. Like, there's all of the March of the Minis incidents and all of that gubbins and stuff. Like, they are definitely not on good terms. Well, Mario wasn't going to show up to this party with nobody. Because that would be, one, either admitting defeat and taking the L from Mr. L, or it would mean doing a 2-on-1, just getting absolutely murked by He-Man and Luigi, both of which are bad ideas. But here it is. We have two big men starting the match in He-Man and DK. They square up, collar and elbow, tie up, low blow from... Oh, and a big deal there from Donkey Kong. DK hits the ropes. Standing splash, Ultimate Warrior style. That's a lot of monkey coming down on you, but He-Man is a lot of man. That discus elbow doesn't even take DK off his feet, though, but it gives He-Man the opening to just fell that tree. Gets a quick tag over to Luigi. Luigi now, he has to use the speed advantage that he has. Springboard splash, but he overshoots it just a little. Unfortunate for him, but he's allowed DK to get back up, and this could be a problem for the Green Plumber, but he reverses the Irish Whip, and Mr. Mario moving out of the way. DK with the elbow up. Collar and elbow tie up. Luigi managing to lift the beast that is Donkey Kong, with Donkey Kong slipping out the back door and hitting the drop kick. Donkey Kong now up on the middle rope. This is the monsoon splash from DK. Luigi covered. Just a 1 count. Luigi rolls out of the way, hits the kicks to the thigh, goes for the hip toss, but DK too much monkey to move. Oh, drop kick avoided by DK, caught out of mid-air and just stomped out of the sky. Oh, and all that weight coming down onto the elbow of the Green Plumber. Donkey Kong hits the ropes and just a big boot square to the face. Luigi hits the ropes. Oh, crossbody takes Luigi down. DK with the cover. 2 count, but dear Luigi still full of energy, full of life. Luigi back up to his feet, kicking out. Springing away, but again can't quite get the cover. Luigi is not usually this bad when it comes to timing and the high flying moves. Usually he hits those every time. Beautiful springboard DDT. Mario allowed to get the tag. Luigi opting not to tag once he heard the tag from the other end of the arena, and this might be his problem now. Oh, but He-Man catching Mario out with a cheap shot there. Mario though in control. Luigi busting his head, but the guards were up on that chop. Fortunately for him, springs up and around. Beautiful tornado DDT from the green plumber. Luigi with cover. Only a 1 count though. I think Luigi needs to get this tag. Luigi needs to get the tag ASAP. But instead, just flattening Mario. Banner perfectly on time, as usual. Luigi tagging out to He-Man. He-Man now in control. He-Man relatively fresh. Mr. M having just taken that inside out. The half and half from He-Man. Mario not in a good position right now. Oh, and he goes up and elevated power bomb from He-Man. The power of Grayskull bomb there. And now Mr. M going for a tag, but He-Man just not allowing him to get anywhere close to his corner. You see Mario trying to crawl to that corner. He-Man not having any of it. Kona, welcome in. He-Man returning Mario to his and Luigi's corner. They get their tag. And now... just cannonballing Mario into their own corner there. Super kick avoided, though, by Luigi. No, Luigi with the forward and back enziguri. Well done. Good reversal of the reversal there by the green machine. Luigi now wants Mario on his feet. They're both of that team stood on the side. Springboard elbow. Beautiful lariat taking Mario back down. Luigi now moving over to the corner, but Mario taking a emergency exit and tricking Luigi, re-entering too quick. And now Mario taking the opportunity to hit a side suplex on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. And the gut wrench suplex. But now Luigi, given enough time, back up on his feet. Both legal men outside the ring. The referee starting the 10 count. Drop kick there from Mr. M. But do Michael Jackson, but call him He-Man, and have him tag with He-Man and call them He-He. Surely they'd be the He-He-He-Man. Mario returning to the ring. Is he going to let a count-out victory? That's absolutely despicable. Here is your winner via count out. Mr. M, Mario, and Donkey Kong. Now, far be it from me to try and reformed indeed. That is such a Mr. M. That is a Mr. M-ass move. Again, far be it from me to tell the booker how to book. I mean, it is literally my job. But He-Man has been in this situation before, and we kind of have a rule here at Wrestling is Silly, and that is if there is ever if there is ever a count out victory, that is not a like firm victory, you know, like that's not a real win. You haven't really won. So usually when this happens, we follow it up with something, and we might have, possibly, I'll look into it, I'll talk to He-Man, possibly a follow-up, maybe a Grey School Rules tag match, maybe something else, maybe something that'll stop a count-out victory from happening. I don't know. All I know is that maybe the Mr. M, Donkey Kong, Luigi, maybe that's not over yet. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Last episode, which I want to say was 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, maybe? We had a 4-way match. Sonic, Ichiban, Poison, and Claire. And it was an absolute banger. That was a fucking phenomenal match. Very, very end of that match, though, Claire had Sonic in a submission. Poison had Ichiban in a submission. Both women in submissions at the same time. And it was Ichiban who tapped first. But Claire wasn't quite happy with that. Because according to Claire, she won just as much as Poison won. So to settle things once and for all, your next match of this evening, Claire Redfield versus Poison. Who, get your predictions in now. Hannah, you're here now. You're on predictions duty. Who do you think will win? We've seen fantastic performances from both of these women, Poison and Claire, so far this season of Wrestling is Silly. I can only imagine they're going to go from strength to strength. And let's go down to the ring to see who is declared the winner. Your next match is set for 1 fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first, from Raccoon City, Claire Redfield. Lesbian icon versus trans icon. These are the kinds of battles we have at Wrestling is Silly. These are the kind of decisions we need you to make. Are you team trans icon or team lesbian icon? It was Poison officially who won that match last episode, but will she win again? And her opponent is both of these women have been exceptional so far. I'm so glad that I managed to get them both into season 2 of Wrestling is Silly. By the way, there are a lot of big names coming in the new year. We have a lot of really cool stuff planned around the Twitch title specifically, but a lot of big stuff planned. So you do not want to miss Wrestling is Silly going into 2026. Our current Twitch champion, Iolus, the Purple Dirk, who is was in chat at least, will be in action tonight. Not defending their title, however, will be in action tonight against a returning star. So that's not to be missed. The bell rings. Collar and elbow tie-up for the two ladies. Way more traditional start than the last match, but this is far less a heated competition. Poison with that strength advantage, pushing Claire into the corner. Freya insisting on a clean break, and a cheap shot there from Poison. Chops across the chest. Poison taking a big run up, but Claire with the boots up, the big drop kick, and the rising knee strike. Springboard moonsault, but Poison flipping out of the way in the nick of time. Claire landing in that empty pool. Poison grabbing that waist lock, sorry. And oh no, really wrenching that waist lock, trying to crush the ribs, push all of the air out of the lungs of Claire Redfield. But Claire with the quick snapmare into the grounded headlock, trying to choke out Poison. Oh, really arching that back, but Poison looking for that opening, not finding anything thus far. Oh, Poison reversing again into a hammer lock now. Really going into that technical. These two showed last episode that they're real good at this sort of technical wrestling back and forth. And now Poison now in a grounded headlock on to Claire Redfield. This is that traditional catch as catch can style that we haven't seen a lot of in Wrestling Is Silly so far. But just a 1 count for that cover. Claire just about able to get up off her feet, but Poison very much in control. Oh, just running down Claire and now stomping those high-heeled boots, stomping into the leg, rolling senton. Claire able to just about get back up to her feet. And Poison, though, taking the advantage of Claire being on those spaghetti legs to get up to that top rope. Oh, and Claire dodging in the nick of time, though. Oh, beautiful 1-2 combination of strikes from Claire there. Keeping herself warmed up with those shadow boxing strikes, giving Poison the time to get back up to her feet. Though these two playing a very sportsmanlike match, missing the rolling elbow, and instead just a quick gut punch. And now the short arm lariat avoided by Poison. It will not rain today. Poison hitting the back, getting the Irish whip avoided though. Claire refusing, reflecting that Irish whip. And now wrapping Poison's arms in the ropes and just striking 10 shots across the chest for Poison, and it's a long way down to the floor. Yeah, a match like this where there's no real bad blood. You just want to see a good match, and you just want to see whoever wins, winning fair. Poison catching the hand out of mid-air. Poison again, definitely having the strength advantage, but Claire with the speed, and this is definitely a real clash of styles here. Poison with the cover. Still just a 1 count though. Claire, though, not able to get back up to her feet as quick as she was last time. Oh, brutal knee strike moonsault. Can she get it this time? No, not going for the cover. Instead, returning back to the top rope. She wants Poison on her feet. What does she have planned? Oh, flying Superman punch. That's got to be it. But no, she's bringing Poison back up to her feet. Big leg lariat. And I think she got one more move planned. Poison back up to her feet. But no, whatever she had planned, I think Claire flew too close to the sun there. She could have ended that at any time, but the Death Valley driver from Poison evening the odds. It was a desperation move from Poison, and it might have closed the door. It might have closed the door to Claire's win here, but the Superman punch, Claire with the cover. And Claire with the win. That's the wrong music. Here is your winner, Claire Redfield. Okay. What's wrong with that move? That move, used by the incredibly skilled Orange Cassidy. Are you saying you're not a fan of Orange Cassidy, Connor? There may be other people that use that move, but we don't talk about other people that use that move because they all are bad. Claire Redfield and Orange Cassidy, though, purveyors of the orange punch, the Superman punch, whatever you want to call it, the umbrella punch, the raccoon punch. not raccoon punch. That sounds like something else. It sounds like a rabbit punch, or something else. Anyway, moving on. This week, last week we saw Cynthia coming out, really making a name for herself. Cynthia, yeah, she's coming out. Good for her. Cynthia is really making a name for herself here at Wrestling is Silly. But there was some. How do we best put this? There was some like unhappiness from Cynthia backstage after the last show. She was on the phone to somebody. I don't know who. If I had to guess from like context clues, I think she was on the phone to like the Sinnoh Pokemon League, saying things like, all the champions around here have belts. Why don't I have a belt? I'm the champion. Where's my belt? And I gotta say, honestly, it was really fucking funny. Because she could not seem to, like, there was just confusion from the other end of the line. But she could not wrap her head around why she hadn't been given a belt. And they didn't have a clue what she was talking about. Because champion belts, not a thing in the world of Pokemon battles. Also, I'm led to believe. But she wouldn't drop it. She was not gonna drop it. So I don't know if anything's come of that. I don't know if anything will come of that. But Cynthia is, by the way, in our next match against a debuting Wrestling is Silly star. Cynthia deserves her 13 Pokemon belts. Cynthia, the Mercedes Monet of Wrestling is Silly. She's gonna get all of the belts in the world. And even some that don't technically exist. Cynthia, though, making her return to Wrestling is Silly against a debuting star. And as usual, I'm not gonna tell you who this debuting star is. I'm gonna let their music do the talking. Last time I did this, I don't think anybody except me recognized who this person was. But this time you should know who it is. So let's go down to the ring for this next match of Cynthia versus debuting star. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first. From the Sinnoh region, she is the Sinnoh League champion, Cynthia. So they made her a belt then. I can't believe that. She gets one angry phone call and ends up with a fucking belt. Well, now you know if you want to end up with a belt. If you're the champion of anything, no matter what, one angry phone call, they might make you a belt. She certainly has balls. She is the master. What better than master balls? I suppose it makes sense. I think it does look a little bit like Easter egg tinfoil kind of job, you know? It's so funny though. We'll give him the Orange Island promotion, a tiny but equal part of the prizes. And her opponent from Allen, Texas. Making his debut here at Wrestling is Silly. The propane god, Hank Hill, is Wrestling is Silly. Who wins, Cynthia or Hank? This is big. We are getting all of the superstar sitcom dads. We've had Homer, we've had Bob, now we've got Hank. Maybe we'll start a faction. He is a pro at pain. But will he be able to ignite his passion for wrestling? Oh, turning a shot across the bow, turning Hank. But a beautiful judo toss there out of that waist lock. And now Hank with the grounded face lock. This is a stronger start than I thought Hank was going to have. Cynthia managing to get back up to her feet, but Hank still maintaining control on that headlock. Cynthia reversing into the waist lock now. And they roll up. Not even a 1 count though from the referee. Cynthia up and taking Hank down with that shot across the spine. Hank though with the boot up. Hank hits the ropes. Oh, knee across the face of the Sinnoh League champion. Here's the thing though. Is the Sinnoh League Championship going to be a defended belt in Wrestling Is Silly? Is she going to put that thing up for grabs, or is that just a vanity belt for her? Who is to say? Cynthia once again with the waist lock, the German suplex, folding Hank in half, gets the cover. Could you imagine? You go through all 8 gyms in Sinnoh, and you go to the Pokemon League expecting to face Cynthia, and Hank fucking Hill shows up instead because he beat her in a wrestling match. What would Barry say to that? Fucking Barry showing up with his undiagnosed ADHD and his fucking Bidoof or whatever the fuck. Boom, you've got to fight Hank Hill now. Fuck you. Princess Daisy is there. Cynthia on the middle rope. Hank avoiding the dropkick though. Hank Hill grabbing Cynthia. Irish whip. The dropkick avoided. New Pokemon Platinum mod underway. Hank Hill is Sinnoh champion. Make it happen. Oh, vertical suplex for Cynthia, escaping out the back door. Cynthia now Irish whip onto the Propane King, but the Propane King avoiding the dropkick once again. Hank is good at 2 things. Oh, Hank's good at 2 things. Propane and propane accessories and avoiding drop kicks, it seems. Now, I don't know a thing about these Pokemons, but I sure shit don't back down from a fight. It's how to break out the propane, I tell you what. I don't do a good Hank Hill. I do a real bad Hank Hill. Although maybe that's what Hank Hill... I've not actually watched King of the Hill in like years. So maybe that's what he sounds like. Hank took the turnbuckle belt off there, and now the ref putting it back on is costing Cynthia the match, because we're on a 3, a 4, but no. The referee was too distracted. Was Hank doing that on purpose, maybe? To try and get in that or out of that very position. Maybe he knew that he was going to have to be a little bit tricky. This isn't the Hank Hill that I know. This isn't the Hank Hill that I remember. Nothing counts until the ref counts. If the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen. Cynthia, though, coaxing Hank onto his feet. Hank, though, avoiding the net control. Hank knows. Hank don't know much about fighting, but he knows he don't want to be in positions like that. The drop kick avoided. Oh, short arm into the forearm strike there. Cynthia now up on the top rope. Oh, the knee across the throat that time. That's got to take the wind out of Hank's motor, or whatever that expression goes. Oh, knee strike avoided. And there we go, the propane. Hank's not done though. The Styles Clash was not all that Hank had. Up on the top rope, no! Forearm avoided. And now Cynthia has Hank up into the back breaker. Cynthia with the cover now. And there is your winner with that that end of heartache style backbreaker. Here is your winner, Cynthia. Hank, he got the Styles Clash, And he then went for that forearm off the top rope. Could not get it positioned right, but you got to remember, that's the man's first ever match. That's the man's first ever match. You got to take it easy on him. Maybe give him one more chance, you know? Before you brand him as useless. Speaking of useless, someone that you also branded as useless. Yeah, Cynthia's experience and training was very, very telling. Hank tried his best, and Hank got some really good offense in there. But Hank versus Ichiban, maybe we'll have that. Speaking of, the Poison versus Claire Redfield match wasn't the only match to fall out of that four-way. We also have, on the other side, we have Ichiban trying to prove he's not a jobber, trying to prove that he is not useless, trying to prove that he is not the jobber, the bottom of the barrel, trying to prove that he is the hero by taking on Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just trying to get a win. He's just trying to get one. He's just trying to get one on the dub list, you know. So your next match of this evening: Ichiban versus Sonic. Let's go down to the ring. This next match set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Green Hill Zone of the planet Mobius, Sonic the Hedgehog. It'll take at least 2 Ichiban wins to change my mind. Noted. I will remember that. Once Ichiban is the hero again. You missed season 1, where he was the Twitch champion for a while. He was the hero. He was in a winning tag team with Kiryu. He's not a loser. And his opponent from Kamurocho, Tokyo, Japan, the hero of Yokohama, Kasuga Ichiban. I tried some new music for Ichiban, but I think we gotta fall back on this the classic Ichiban battle music that is, by the way, in the soundtrack. The title of this track is Yokohama Crack House. And I don't quite know why. The Hammer of Yokohama. He's the hero of Yokohama. Look at him, the hero, the knight. He is such a good boy. He's the best boy. Freya calls for the belt. Oh, low spinning kick there from Sonic, and the low drop kick as well. Oh, and a springboard moonsault. Sonic coming out red hot. Ichiban not quite having a chance to get out the starting gate. A 1-2-3 combination taking him back down. Ichiban needs to learn. Oh, beautiful Phoenix splash there from Sonic. Ichiban's got to learn this ain't a turn-based fight. You got to just get in there. Oh, rolling lariat taking Ichiban back down. Ichiban not able to get any offense in as of yet. Again, Ichi, this isn't turn-based. You just got to get him in there. Standing Phoenix Splash there from Sonic. Sonic going over to the ropes. Goes for a rolling drop kick through the ropes. Sonic with the cover. Just a 1 count, though. Ichi rolls out for just a little bit of a reset there, but Sonic grabbing him straight back in, going for the... Oh, not quite going for the powerbomb, instead carrying him over. And oh, dropping him face first into that top turnbuckle. Yeah, all those adventures in Yokohama, adventures in Hawaii, he has forgotten what wrestling is. And now Sonic is about to go coast to coast. Beautiful. That's a real show of force there. A real show of athleticism from Sonic, coast to coast. We've seen the greats RVD and now Kevin Knight has done the same thing. Beautiful spin dash senton there. Sonic with the cover. But the hero ain't going down that easy. Oh, the 630 senton avoided by Ichiban. Is this Ichiban's big comeback? The Iriq, that was not quite a heroic move, but oh, sheer drop brainbuster. That will definitely knock the wind out of Sonic's sails. Again, going back to the eyes, but now Sonic getting the shot to the gut. Oh, Lariat didn't quite get it all, but got enough of it to take Sonic down. Ichiban again going back to the turnbuckle, maybe trying to do the same thing Hank did to delay the inevitable in Hank's case. Is Sonic just RVD in disguise? Sonic is one of the greatest high-flying wrestlers ever, and if he was influenced by RVD, that's only a good thing. Beautiful rolling German suplex. Just a 1 count though. Sonic's been influenced by the greatest high flyers. We're talking the Young Bucks. We're talking RVD. We're talking Rey Mysterio. He is a scholar of high flying wrestling. Big splash there from not the scholar of high flying wrestling. Instead, Ichiban trying high flying, going for the belly to belly, but instead, oh, rolling thunder avoided, but Sonic managed to put the brakes on. Fisherman Buster from Ichiban. And Jeffwood O'Hardy. Jeffwood O'Hardy and Methwood O'Hardy, his brother. Beautiful Irish tag team there, the O'Hardys. Oh! Lariat over the top rope. Ichiban not done though. He hits the ropes and a tope con hero over the top rope. Ichiban remembering how wrestling works. Finally getting the upper hand. Chance of this is awesome from the crowd as Ichiban really putting Sonic to task here on the outside. And we know Ichiban fights for the it's Jeffwood. It's Jeffwood O'Hardy. Not Jedward O'Hardy. That is both of them. Jedward wrestler. Okay, it's not quite Jedward, but the Voros twins, you know, the Da Vinci boys, they're wrestlers. They're like if Jedward were not Irish and also stole their content. You guys hear about that? Like the Da Vinci boys have been reputably accused of stealing content, but only from like one specific woman. They just keep stealing her videos. Like, it's an insane story. Anyway, back in the ring, Sonic getting to his feet. Ichiban prepared for something. Ichiban gets the Fisherman Buster once again. Is this the heat move he needed to get a win? Yes, it is. Here is your winner, Kasuga Ichiban. What a match. That was a banger. He went from taking all of the offense in the first couple minutes of the match to turning it around and getting himself the win. What a guy. He is number one. Ichiban number one. 3.5 stars from the boys in the ratings department as well. That's not a bad score at all. We got we are at the halfway point of tonight's festivities. We are just about to enter the tag division for the second time this evening. It was turn-based after all. It was Sonic's turn, he didn't get the win. Ichiban's turn, he got the win. 2B and 9S have not gotten off to the flying start I think they wanted. Not gotten off to the flying start I think anybody wants when they enter the ring. They've done a little bit of arguing. Tensions have been high. A lot of shit has been cracking off between them. And on the other side of this matchup, we have a team that have basically been cracking out dub after dub after dub. I'm talking the Lancer fan club. The only match that they lost was kind of an important one because it was the tag championship match. It was the one that was stopping them from becoming tag champs. And now these two teams, we've got the Lancer fan club continuing to assert dominance. We've got 2B and 9S trying to find firm foundations. Both teams in this match have something to play for, something to prove. But who is going to come out of this match successful? Let's go down to the ring and find out. Making their way to the ring first, accompanied by Ralsei, Chris, and Susie, the Lancer Fan Club. Again, Chris and Susie, so far, they've got wins over the Deity Dogs, they've got wins over Team Rocket, they don't have wins over Spider-Verse though, but with Chris as the leader, Susie as the brawns, and Ralsei in the back as the brains, they've got a winning combination. But can they beat this combination? And their opponents from the moon, 2B and 9S. Two androids built specifically to wrestle, to kick ass, to fight. Technically, one's a scouter and one's a spoilers. But can they channel all of their energy into wrestling? I'm going to delay the ads just for a little bit. I don't know how long this match is going to be, but this match might run into the ads, and if it does, I apologize. If this match doesn't run into the ad, this match, I can keep delaying the ads until after the match. That's my plan. Chris and 9S start the match. 9S. Both teams passing momentum back and forth. 9S with the elbow up though. 9S grabbing. Oh, rolling through, but Chris landing on his feet. Oh, and just turning 9S inside out. Chris now shots across the chest, running over into the corner of the Lance fan club, springboarding. Oh, the direction was way off there. I don't know what Chris was thinking with that. Maybe just wanting to keep himself busy there. But either way, we've got the spinning back fist. I think may have knocked a screw loose there in 9S, but the combination drop kick Uranage there from the Lancer fan club. Chris, Susie with the cover. Parker the Hellhound Waifu, hello there, welcome to Wrestling is Silly. You have just entered on the Lancer fan club versus the Yorha team of 2B and 9S. This is one hell of a match. Fisherman Buster suplex there from 9S. Susie is not an easy one to lift like that. Oh, with a big boot takes down 9S. 9S, they're able to leap into the awaiting tag of 2B. But Susie picks the leg, rolls into the half crab really wrenching back on that crowd, but 2B able to just power a way out of it. Waistlock attempt, but Susie is not having any of it. And shattering the ribs of 2B there with that rib breaker. Quick forearm, quick closed fist strike, and the reverse DDT backbreaker. Susie with the 1-2 strike, and back into the backbreaker once again. Attempting to strike 9S there, but 9S was the distraction that 2B needed for that moonsault. But the fence press from Susie. Susie is not having any of that. Susie is not letting them get away with that for a fucking moment. Susie goes and gets the tag. Chris now legal. 9S also back to being legal. Irish Whip reversed by 9S. There's the sleep. There's the leap. And the kitchen sink. Turning Chris inside and out. Pump kick though. Pump kick taking 9S down. Tagging back into Susie. Susie using her power advantage to maintain control. Lifting. Brain buster there from Susie. Susie with the cover. And there's 2B out of nowhere breaking up that cover. 9S hits the rope. Susie with the sleep. Susie with the leap. And big King Kong lariat takes down 9S. 9S with getting covered there. And the Lancer fan club take the match. Here are your winners, the Lancer Fan Club. It's just the power and the aggression from the power and the aggression there from Susie there. 9S unable to keep up with that kind of action. Hello there does add the dream wheel for WWE 2K. I do not know what you are referring to there. I would love to help you out, but I do not know what you mean. I'm gonna take a short. We're about to go to an ad break, so I'm just gonna talk for a little bit until the ads come up, and then we'll all just go for a little ad break together because I cannot be. The one in channel points. No, sorry. The design wheel is for another stream that we do over on Wednesdays. It's not for Wrestling is Silly, unfortunately. That only applies for the Wednesday streams. Sorry, I understand now. But yes, if you have been enjoying the show and you would like to support the show, you could do so in a number of ways. The easiest way, of course, is to hang out and chat. Tell your friends, tell everyone you know about this weird wrestling show that you found on Twitch where Chris and Susie beat the shit out of that little twink from Nier Automata. That's going to be real fun. Another really fun way to help if you have a little bit of spare cash, which I know not a lot of us do because Christmas is fucking expensive. If you have a little bit of spare cash and really want to help the show, you can go over to our Ko-fi, !Ko-fi in the chat will get you a link to that, where we have a number of tiers that you can become a monthly member. One of them that I'd like to highlight is the newest one that we introduced just a week ago, I think. It is the Wrestling is Silly sponsorship tier, where for £10 a month, not only do you get the discounts in the merch shop, you get the access to the behind the scenes Discord channel, you get your role in the Discord server, you get your name on the scrolling Kyra on there at the bottom, you get your artwork inside Wrestling is Silly. And by that I mean it can be if you're an artist, it can be a piece of it can be a drawing that you've done that you're really proud of, or if you have a podcast or a Twitch channel or something like that, you can get your logo for that, whatever it is that you do, on the mat of Wrestling is Silly, on the barricades of Wrestling is Silly, on the announcer's desk, wherever you want it. you can get your thing inside the show. I think that's really fucking cool. And if you think that's really fucking cool, and you have a little bit of spare cash to play around with, I would really appreciate it if you would go to our Ko-fi. Link is in the chat, and if you're watching on YouTube, links in the description as well. Thank you for hanging around, Duleg. We will, like I said, we'll be going to an ad in about 20 seconds time, and then after that we'll be back for 3 more matches. Our next match, I'll just give you a little bit of hint at the last 3 matches that we have for you tonight. We have the Twitch champion Iolus making an appearance in non-title action. We have a 4-way match with 4 of the biggest hitters at the top of the card of Wrestling is Silly, and our main event tonight. You thought you'd seen the last of Deltarune, but no. Our main event for this evening, if you would like to hang around for it, is a Wrestling is Silly Unified World Championship match. SPAMTON taking on our current champion, Cruella de Vil. All that is coming to you right after this ad break. And I need to go refill my water bottle because commentating, it really does take it out of you. So let's all BRB for the ads, shall we? Welcome back, everybody. As I said, we're going to go straight into our next match of tonight's proceedings, and that is our Wrestling is Silly Twitch champion, welcoming back an old face of Wrestling is Silly back into the fold. We have a returning face and our Twitch champion. This is not a Twitch title match. This is just both of them keeping limber. Let's get down to the ring and find out. Wrestling is Silly, your next match set for one fall with no time limit, making their way to the ring first. From twitch.tv/thatpurpledirk, the reigning but not defending Twitch champion, Aeolus. Yeah, just for funsies, just to keep themselves limber, just to evaluate the competition. The thing with being a fighting champion like Aeolus has been is that you need to be continually evaluating who is a likely competitor, who is a worthy competitor, who is worth investing time into, you know what I mean? Yeah, what could be more fun than kicking the shit and getting the shit kicked out of you? It's barbarians for you, know? And her opponent from Sarasaland, Princess Daisy. Princess Daisy, one of the harder hitting women in the women's division back when we had such a thing in season 1 of Wrestling is Silly. Princess Daisy really able to get out from under the shadow of Princess Peach, and now she's back. She's sporting a nice little pixie cut, and she still means no nonsense. I really like that. She's come in. She did not want to rest on her laurels of just teaming with Princess Peach and calling it a day. Instead, she's making her own way out of things. She never once achieved the Women's Championship back in Season 1, but she got damn close so many times, and now here she is, taking on a Twitch champion with an experience and size and strength advantage against her. It's really good to see the princess not being content with being second place. I know even in this non-title bout, if she manages to get a win over a reigning champion, that, top wrist lock, real nasty, that one. That means that she is, that means she's got to be considered in the running for a title shot later down the line. Whatever happens in this match, big side suplex there from the champ. I feel like whatever happens in this match, you've got to account for Daisy having a lot of ring rust compared to an active fighting champion. And I think just the fact that she signed this match means that she's still all gung-ho for it. Aeolus on the back foot right now. Double leg takedown, cover. Just a 1 count there. If you're gonna... You got to get up pretty early in the morning to surprise the champ with one of those. Daisy up on the middle rope, coaxing the champ back onto their feet. The lariat taking them down. And now just the head of the champ. Those horns getting slammed into the ground over and over. And now just a series of strikes across the chest. Oh, the stomp from the challenger. I say challenger. This again. Not a title match. Daisy stood in the corner. Oh! Sort of a Canadian Destroyer DDT type thing. Beautiful. Destroyer DDT followed by that moonsault across the spine. This is Daisy really going off. Heated. Rolling elbow taking down Aeolus. Daisy with the cover. Not quite it, though. Unfortunate for Princess Daisy. You got to dig deeper than that to take the champ down. Oh, Daisy rolling up into a air raid neck breaker. Beautiful combination there from Daisy. Daisy now with another cover. And Daisy with the win over the champ. Here is your winner, Princess Daisy. Now that is one hell of a way to make your return to Wrestling is Silly. What a way back into Wrestling is Silly. Now, I did say, if you get a win over the champ, even in non-title action, that does mean you've got to be considered in for a title match later down the line. So maybe I've got to talk to the champ and get this scheduled in, because if we just ignore wins like that, decisive wins like that over the champ, I mean, that I don't want to be accused of playing favorites here, but that, good lord. While we're here, let's all that Purple Dirk, everyone go follow that Purple Dirk, the reigning and not defending this time Twitch champion. There is there is definitely some adjustments to bookings that I've got to consider later. Parker, I have seen what you sent on Discord. I will consider it. I tend to only put people in Wrestling is Silly that I know the history of, that I can talk about the backgrounds of. The exception to that being Poison. I'm not big into Street Fighter, but we needed some cool trans people, so Poison got put in. But I'll definitely consider it. Our next match of the evening, our penultimate match of the evening, moving into the top of the card, moving into the title picture, shall we say. Last episode, we had the DeVille's Bargain match, which if you missed, you need to go back to the YouTube channel, as !YouTube, to get yourself a link to that. You need to watch the DeVille's Bargain match from the last episode, because BoJack motherfucking Horseman put on an absolute clinic against the unthinkable horse, Mackie Chase, the Mac and Cheese Man, and King, only to be shut down at the very, very end of the gauntlet by the eventual winner of the gauntlet, SPAMTON. And honestly, I just wanted to see those four bodies butting against each other once again. So your penultimate match for this evening is a four-way match between those very four faces: BoJack Horseman, the Unthinkable Horse, Mackie Chase, and King. Those four people have been sort of the top of the picture for a long time, and now obviously we've got SPAMTON in the title shot in our main event. But for now, who is in the second place? Who is going to be waiting in the wings for whatever the fallout of that main event is? Let's find out together, shall we? Is this the right music? Oh. Wrestling is Silly. Your penultimate match for tonight is a four-way match with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from the edge of space. The unthinkable horse. Unthinkable Horse, a crowd favorite, a Wrestling is Silly original. And really, I'm really glad to be saying a main eventer right now. The Unthinkable Horse has been with us since day one of Wrestling is Silly. The Unthinkable Horse has been a stalwart pillar of Wrestling is Silly since day one, since its inception. And now, and like, with the exception of a short-lived tag run with the then champion Colonel Sanders in Kentucky Derby, the horse has always been kind of a mid-carder. And I'm so glad to say that that's not the case anymore. And their opponents first from Nebraska, the Mac and Cheese Man, Mackie Chase. Another face that I'm going to say the exact same thing about all over again. Mackie Chase has again been a day oneer of Wrestling is Silly. Eternally slept on. Eternally. People love him, but he struggles to win the big one. He was very, very briefly Men's World Champion. He was the last ever Wrestling is Silly Men's World Champion before we unified them at the start of Season 2. And now, he's still chasing to try and get that unified title back. I don't want to say he's the eternal second placer, but Zach, my partner and old co-commentator, used to describe him as the eternal bag fumbler. And I don't think that's... Yeah, he wasn't. He's been known as the bag fumbler so often, and I think it's about time that he got the bag. Next, from Hollywood, California, BoJack Horseman. Brand new for Season 2 here. BoJack Horseman has not been here for a long time, but he has really made a name for himself here in Wrestling is Silly. He's come in, he dominated in the DeVille's Bargain Gauntlet. He has defeated the Unthinkable Horse. Him and the horse have been going back and forth a long time. And now he's sharing the ring with the horse one more time. This rivalry is definitely not over, but I think BoJack might have a newfound goal in that now he doesn't care about the horse. Now he just wants the title because he's had a sniff of that gold. He got so close to it last episode with the DeVille's Gauntlet. And finally, from Mexico City, Mexico, King. The most well-trained, the most disciplined, the most experienced fighter in this four-way match. Multiple entrants in the King of the Iron Fist tournament. King, a well-known wrestler, even from before the days of the King of the Iron Fist tournament. King was a wrestler, a lucha libre wrestler down in Mexico. And now he's seeing if he can get himself some, really usurped the run of Mackie Chase. Really got in the way of that run, did King, as he sniffed some Wrestling is Silly gold, wanting to add it to his large collection. He really is the veteran in this contest. Freya rings that bell. Of course, it is the two horses colliding heads, and King and Mackie turning their attention to one another. The two rivalries I illustrated during the entrances. But now, the Unthinkable Horse taking an opportunity to just put the boots, put the horseshoes to Mackie Chase for a bit. Ow, and the backbreaker on BoJack. King and the Unthinkable Horse now butting heads, but Mackie Chase distracting King for a moment. King not able to make all the distance that he wanted there, but landing on his feet, fortunately for him. Mackie Chase up on the shoulders of Bojack! The water wheel slam from Bojack, driving Mackie Chase into the ground. Roll up, no. Instead, the Enziguri from King. And now Unthinkable Horse taking King off the ground, and the Manhattan drop. Mackie Chase and... Oh, Mackie Chase floats over the top of the Unthinkable Horse, and instead, big Russian leg sweep. But King intervening in whatever momentum Mackie Chase had with the question mark kick. But ran down by the Unthinkable Horseman with that lariat. Jawbreaker from Bojack. Bojack with the 1, 2, 3. And the big drop. And King just dumping Mackie Chase on his head. And again, this is a no disqualifications in this multi-man match. So, oh, Bojack is completely allowed to crack everybody over the head with that kendo stick, snapping it over the head of King there, but right into the neck breaker from Mackie Chase. Unthinkable Horse, though, intervening instead. Oh, rolling Mackie Chase up onto his shoulders and power slamming him straight back down. A lariat takes King off his feet, and now once again the two big horses, shall we say. Unthinkable Horse coming out on top of Mackie Chase, hitting a second neckbreaker on to Mackie Chase. Oh, but the springboard elbow and Mackie Chase's elbow drop. The springboard elbow not quite hitting his target, but I think Bojack just got an inch of it. Mackie Chase now coming out with a kendo stick of his own, but the double leg takedown, the cover from Unthinkable Horse. Not even a 1 count, though. Mackie Chase, filled with energy, filled with fire. He is flame grilled right now and just, oh, not even hitting the Manhattan drop, just tossing Bojack off of his shoulders. F10 there from the Unthinkable Horse. King sent absolutely spinning, but the double axe handle stopping whatever the Unthinkable Horse had in store for Bojack. Bojack, though, getting a cover. Oh, and he put his feet up on that middle rope for a little bit of extra leverage, and I think that might have gotten in his way. The Poison Rana from King onto the Unthinkable Horse. King now throwing Mackie Chase into the corner. King trying to dominate, but I don't think he was expecting Unthinkable Horse to bounce back so quick. Unthinkable Horse, though, turning his attention to Bojack with that kendo stick. And now King just ensuring... Oh! I think King might have slipped something into his glove there, because he gets the cover. If you saw, he faced the hard cam. He was messing with his gloves there. Do you think maybe he put something in his glove for that punch? I mean, the ref didn't see it, so far it's legal, but I mean, it would be legal anyway because there's no disqualification. But I think King was trying to get one over with that powered up punch, but King unable to lift Bojack. Bojack showing he can lift King, not able to turn it down though. Unthinkable Horse with the cover on Mackie Chase, but it's just a 2 count. Oh, that was very, very close. Bojack breaking up the pin there. Oh, the side penalty kick there from Bojack. Bojack not opting to cover anybody. Instead going for yet another. Who put all of these fucking kendo sticks? Oh, Mackie Chase stuck in the middle there. I think that kendo stick was meant for the Unthinkable Horse, but Mackie Chase got stuck in the middle there. The springboard DDT from King, but Unthinkable Horse right there to break up the cover. King with the elbow up though. And the big, huge rolling waist lock. Oh! And just not the waist lock, the wrist lock, sorry, and just driving the head of the Unthinkable Horse into the ground. Snap DDT from Bojack. Bojack in control. How can he capitalize on being the only man on his feet, though? The only man slash horse slash sentient blob of mac and cheese. He's waiting for Mackie Chase. Shot lariat from Bojack Horseman. Bojack with the cover, but King able to break it up. I think Mackie Chase might be done, though. Moonsault, but couldn't quite hit its target. And now King is getting ready for that muscle buster. King covering the horse. Bojack able to break it up, though. That muscle buster's a hefty one. Rolling kick from King, just as Bojack whiffs that super kick. Springboard elbow drop. King with the cover. This is King's match to lose right now. Oh, and Bojack with the kick out. Oh, shot to the back of the head from the Unthinkable Horse. Unthinkable Horse trying to get a second wind, but King is a tough nut to crack, a tough cookie to crumble, if you will. Nobody says that. Why would you? Unthinkable Horse with the quick waist lock, the side suplex there, scoop and the slam, and over on the outside, I think that was Mackie Chase being bust open. Bojack is a real tough customer. Bojack is really hard to keep down. Then he's powered by bitterness and a lot of drugs. So I think he's got that like superhuman drug strength. That's not a thing. Don't take drugs. You won't get superhuman drug strength. King now just wrenching back at the wrist of Unthinkable Horse with those turkey dinner arm bars. Spanish commentary really getting into it with this match. They're getting a front row seat for all of this action. And now Mackie Chase with a well-placed pump kick onto King. Mackie Chase, man. This is a big-time move for Mackie Chase. Poison Rana on the floor. Good Lord, that's going to sting. That could put King out for the rest of the match. But King fighting back like an absolute warrior. Oh, the GTS into the German suplex. That's a brutal combination. That'll put away a lot of people. The perfectly the Kenta style GTS there. Now King, beautiful high angle side suplex, and he maintains through for the German. And is he gonna taking Unthinkable Horse to Suplex City with the vertical? Oh, Mackie Chase pinging a chair at Bojack from across the ring. Out of absolutely nowhere. Mackie Chase proving he's not down and out just yet. Oh, the tornado DDT off the middle rope though. King really trying hard to put away everybody, but I think he may have forgot about Bojack. Oh, Bojack not able to hit his target though. The rolling kick. King in absolute control right now. But Mackie Chase though. Mackie Chase fighting back as best as he can. King hits the ropes. Oh, the crossbody avoided. And an Unthinkable Horse turning his attention to Bojack. If these men could put their aggression aside and maybe instead focus on King for a moment. Oh, again, just throwing the horse. And the pop-up powerbomb. But Unthinkable Horse with the cover. Ooh, King with a 1 count kick out though. Unthinkable Horse, only person in control, and he returns with the baseball bat, cracks it over the top of King, cracks it over the top of Bojack. And now Mackie Chase though, Mackie Chase, oh, I don't like that position that King's in. Oh, that looked brutal, but could not get a cover on it because Unthinkable Horse was there to break it up. Is that a new move, a new flavor from the arsenal of Mackie Chase, a true innovator? But now Mackie Chase slowly getting up to his feet in a very precarious position. Oh, the diving shoulder tackle from Unthinkable Horse. Bojack, though, squaring up. 2 horses. Pop-up powerbomb from the horse. Bojack gets covered. Does he know that he's this close to the ropes? Doesn't have to. He gets the kick out instead. Huge drop kick there from Mackie Chase. Gravity means nothing when you're a bag of mac and cheese congealed into a person. And now, is Mackie going to put Bojack away with his own? No! Instead, the springboard drop kick. I thought we were going to see a buckshot lariat on Bojack then. That would have been insanity. Instead, the leg DDT. Now, Mackie lifts up Bojack. Oh, and unsheaths an almighty kick. But again, Unthinkable Horse shutting him down before he has the ability to get that cover. Unthinkable Horse now gets the cover on Bojack. Steal it. Maybe trying to steal the win. King, though, breaking it up. Leaping over Bojack to deliver that lariat. That was intense. But now Bojack with the block. Quick meeting the minds. Scoop. And the tombstone pile driver on to King. King gets covered. Bojack. And Bojack takes the win. Here is your winner, Bojack Horseman. What a match. Bojack getting the win stolen from him last week. That was a hell of a match. These 4 men, you can put them in a ring in any combination, and I guarantee that it will be gold. That was an incredible match. What a match. That was even the in-game rating system is ranking this one of the greats of all time. I think Bojack is most definitely got to be talked about in the running for whatever the fallout is of this match. This match, our main event for tonight, for the Wrestling is Silly Unified Championship, the greatest prize in all of silly, fake wrestling. I am amazed that this is Cruella's first title defense. 1, because it has taken her this long. And 2, because of all of the people that I expected, I would have put Mackie Chase or King or I don't know, 2B in line for a title defense before I put in the person who, by all rights, earned his title defense. SPAMTON G. SPAMTON. It's time to decide once and for all. Is he gonna be a big shot? Let's go to the ring, because it's time for the main event. Wrestling is Silly, your main event tonight is for the Wrestling is Silly Unified World Championship. Making their way to the ring first, the challenger from the Darklands, I believe that's what it's called. He is the Big Shot. Weighing in at hyperlink removed, SPAMTON G. SPAMTON. I honestly, I'm so happy. There's a part of me that really, really wants Wrestling is Silly Unified Champion SPAMTON. If I'm going to be honest with you, there's a quite a large part of me that wants Wrestling is Silly World Champion SPAMTON. It feels like it's the most Wrestling is Silly move, you dig? Like, and Cruella, as much as I love Cruella, she's not really been. Oh, that's the wrong. That's not a good prediction. And his opponent, she is the reigning and defending Wrestling is Silly Unified World Champion, Cruella Deville. I love Cruella, don't get me wrong, she's a hell of a competitor. She was the last ever Wrestling and Silly Women's World Champion. And she did successfully unify the men's and women's title against Mackie Chase. But I just don't think she has the it factor, you know? Am I alone in this? I know there's no bias on the commentary desk and all that, but I am firmly team SPAMTON here. The challenger, SPAMTON! And the champion, Cruella Deville. Wondering why I couldn't make the prediction to find out that it's already been done, because I'm horribly slow, mod. I mean, I gave you ample opportunity, and you did not make it, so I just did it. Don't worry. Your referee, Freya. Yeah, you will be getting fired. You're gonna be replaced. I'm gonna get better, faster mods. Freya rings the bell on this, our main event of the night. Cruella locking SPAMTON in a waistlock to begin the proceedings. SPAMTON, though, judo toss into that front face lock. Cruella not used to this more technical fighting, but able to get SPAMTON into that head scissors, really wrenching at that head scissors. This is your big money match. If you want to put a prediction on, make it a big one, make it a big hefty one. Cruella in control, climbing up to the top rope, and oh, dropping the elbow on to SPAMTON. SPAMTON, though, able to just about get back up to his feet in this very, very monochrome match. Oh, SPAMTON catching the shot out of mid-air. Irish whip of his own. Gets the sleep, gets the leap, and follows up with scoop and a backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there. SPAMTON playing to the crowds just a little bit, getting the back of the head, that neck control, throwing the champ into the corner, and now, oh, just booting the knee and the thigh of the champ. SPAMTON not afraid to play just that little bit dirty if it means getting the job done, tying the champ upside down in the ropes, just stomping at that waist, and now, oh, the back breaker, the back stabber there. And now jumping over the top of Cruella, I think catching her on the way down, and Cruella, like, almost accidentally, like, just smacking her head on the apron there. That accidental touch points like that really puts SPAMTON ahead, even if unintentionally. SPAMTON now up on the top rope, turns his back, shooting star press. Or is it a moonsault? I think that's actually a moonsault. Either way, gets the cover, 1, 2, but not quite a 3. Oh, Cruella with the boot up, though. Cruella hits the ropes. Oh, PK to the side of the head, right to the temple. And now, oh, the high heel boot stomping right into the mouth of SPAMTON. And now just grinding his face into the mat there. Now, the mat, I mean, he's going to get friction burns off that. I remember I slid wrong on a mat once. Friction burns right up my thigh. Oh, that's a knockout shot there. But SPAMTON able to bounce back beautifully with that takedown. We've seen SPAMTON bounce back from bigger hits, from bigger enemies. SPAMTON, oh, the crossroads. Oh, the blackout. What's this? This is Cruella's strategy. The paparazzi. She gives him a tip off. This is how she distracted Mackie Chase. And now the flash photography. This is always her move. And now Cruella has SPAMTON up on the shoulders. Oh, dumps him back down into the crossface. Oh, no, that's not a crossface. But either way, SPAMTON able to bust out of it in a way that Mackie Chase was not. Did Mackie come prepared, or was he just more attuned to break out of a submission like that? The crossbody captured by SPAMTON out of midair and just dumping the champ on to the ground. This is it. This is his chance to be a big shot. But instead, oh, the lariat taking down the challenger. Oh, but it's only a 2 count though. SPAMTON is still in this. Oh, rolls out of the grapple and instead, oh. Hurricane Rana. I thought that would have been reversed into a powerbomb, but no. SPAMTON still had it. Oh, and a low drop kick. The bull's horns, if you will. And there it is, with the bull's horns. Here is your winner and new Wrestling is Silly Unified World Champion, SPAMTON G. SPAMTON. What a win from SPAMTON. That drop kick to the face in the corner, completely shutting down Cruella. And now we have a new Wrestling is Silly Unified World Champion. Cruella not ready to fight after that paparazzi. I think that was all that she had planned. And now we have a new World Unified Champion in our midst in SPAMTON G. SPAMTON. But that is not the end of the story for Wrestling is Silly. Wrestling is Silly will continue in 2 weeks' time, and I think we can all agree on who is gonna have their eye on that title match. Let me just check the date in 2 weeks' time, because if that's like Christmas Day, then I ain't doing a stream then. The 20th. We can do the last, probably maybe the last stream of the year. Maybe that's gonna be the last stream of the year. 2 weeks' time, the 20th of December. Wrestling is Silly. Christmas chaos, deck the halls, whatever we call it. There's gonna be somebody that's got their eye on the title. Wrestling is chilly. That's really good. That's really good. But until then, we have a new Wrestling is Silly Unified World Champion. What a night. What a thing to end on. Good Lord Almighty. A brand new Wrestling is Silly Unified World Champion. Maybe we'll celebrate by having a tag title shot next week, or a Twitch title shot next match. Who's to say? I am to say, because I'm the one that books these shows. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I've had a really good time. Thank you for all of the interaction, for the polls, for the follows, for the everything. It's been a real good stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Who am I going to send you off into? I'm going to send you off to. I'm just going to check if because I think a friend of mine is doing a charity Dungeons and Dragons stream. So I think I may send you off into there. They're currently on a Be Right Back. So I am going to I'll send you off over to Wonderland Rogue, who's doing a D&D charity stream. That's a worthy cause, even if it is Dungeons and Dragons. But I'll be back on Monday for the finale of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and then I'll be back on Wednesday for another design stream, and then I'll be back on Saturday for something that isn't Wrestling is Silly, and then the following Saturday I'll be back for more Wrestling is Silly. Once again, you can support me and everything I do over on the Ko-fi or on the other things and bits and pieces. That's your raid message. If you're a subscriber, use those ones. If you're not a subscriber, use whatever emotes you want. Like I said, join the Discord. And if you've got Secret Santa presents to buy, nerdyqueer.com is really, really good for that, because we take your pride flag and put it on your fandom and make a pin of it. Like if you've got a friend that's intersex and really into Star Wars Trek, we got a pin for that. If you've got a lesbian that's really into Splatoon, we got a pin for that. If you're friends with a gay person that's really into Like a Dragon, we got a pin for that. If you've got a friend that's Majima, we've got a pin for that. But I'll be back next time. Buccaneer, book a file, wherever the book you are. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, love you, bye.